All right.
Test, fuzzy mic, fuzzy mic.
Fuzzy mic test. Coming in hot.
4 minutes from puck drop. The final home game of the season for the Breckenridge Vipers.
Breckenridge Vipers playing tonight at the Steve. Welcome to the Steve, Breckenridge Vipers. We're here live at the Steve, watching the Breckenridge Vipers play the Vail Yeti, a rematch of last night's action. You want to pop on and do a quick intro?
Yep.
If they don't. We're going to do an intro if you want to turn us on. We're live.
We are coming to you live from the Steve. It is the final Vipers game of the season. Breck is taking on the Vail Yeti, their bitter rival from just down the road. The Yeti got the best of the matchup last night as the Vipers went on the road. Tyler, you were at that game. How did that play out?
Yeah, so Vipers had some early chances in the first period that just could not connect on. A two-man breakaway, a one-man breakaway. It was 4-1 Yeti after one frame. As the game moved on, the Breckenridge Vipers just kind of chased from there. There was a little action on a couple skirmishes. Wilson was taken down on a play and got beat up pretty good from the ground. It wasn't stopped by the referees, but I'm sure number 13 for the Yeti, Mr. Sands and Wilson, might find each other again on the ice tonight. Breckenridge looking for a little bit of revenge. This is the last home game of the year. It's going to be a sellout crowd, as Vail was last night. There's a packed house, and everybody was fired up. A lot of Breckenridge Vipers fans traveled. So looking to, get back at it and revenge an 8-3 loss.
Yeah, always some fireworks whenever the Vipers take on the Yeti. That local rivalry is so much fun. And these stands are getting pretty full, and you can still see there's probably another 100 people out in the lobby waiting to make their way in. So we should have a fun. Puck drop will be in just a few minutes. We will be back with live Vipers action shortly. First, we want to say thank you to our sponsors, Mountaintop Photography. You're hearing this game on KSMT The Mountain, Vail Summit Orthopedics, the Ramada Inn by Wyndham in Frisco, your home away from home, as well as Age Well Skincare in Breckenridge. Go see them. They'll set you up with a free consultation. Take care of yourself. We'll be back with some action here in just a few minutes. I think I'm just going to start holding it.
Yeah, I mean,
No matter where I put it here, I always seem to be like looking.
yeah, I hold my jacket.
right, we are just moments away from puck drop. We've got the national anthem coming up. It is a packed house here at the Steve.
And just to read out the lineups for tonight, we got Bailey, Battenberg, and Manesi on the top line. Elmore, Mitch Bailey, and Mike Ivory on that second line. Cruzy, Bernstein, and Noble, third line. Willett, Cash, and Cottrell. Cottrell moving up from defense to play some wing tonight. Gallo and Mines, the first D pair. Caleb Schwab and Cody Wilson. Followed by Kreider and Ottenreith. And then between the pipes is J.L. Engelbert and Shane Papich taking backup duty between the pipes.
And we have got quite a crowd here tonight. The Steve is packed. And it is time for the national anthem, so we'll be back in just a moment. We are getting ready for the puck drop here in just a moment. We've got a packed house and there's still people filling up here. Standing room only tonight to wrap up the season for the Vipers.
Vipers hosting the Yeti tonight, the last of a home and home on a weekend series. Vipers traveled to Vail last night and got off to a slow start. There was some positive though. There was a good goal from Ottenreith that landed on Bailey's stick about 12 minutes into the game, and which followed by another goal by the Yeti. And here we are for puck drop. Battenberg taking it, controlled by the Yeti, and it goes back into their zone. They chase. The Yeti try to work it up the boards, but it's picked up by Manesi. Worked back in by Gallo behind. Bailey chases to the corner. Mines trying to hold the point. Mines flips it back into the corner. Battenberg chases. Yeti control for a moment.
Bailey steals it. Good look for the Vipers. Battenberg just misses wide right there.
Yeah, that came off his
passes.
Came off Battenberg's stick funny. It could have landed if he hit it clean.
So the Yeti try to get some momentum, but they drop it, and Battenberg's off to the races. Skating behind the goal, dumps it off into the net. That is going to be taken over by the Yeti as they look to clear the zone.
Yeah, good backhand, just catches the side of the net. Good effort. Elmore takes it. Elmore tries to center it, hits a skate of a Yeti player, and Yeti clear. Wilson collects in the neutral zone and moves it over to Schwab. Schwab looking to find a pass upward, works it up the boards on the left side, and Elmore slap shot hits the pad of the Yeti keeper, Zions.
Yeah, a couple good opportunities to start this game for the Vipers. You know, we're only a minute in, but they've had a couple shots on goal, and The Yeti have made a few lazy passes, and the Vipers are taking advantage of what's being presented to them. Wrist shot through the traffic. It's deflected off someone's shin. Vipers with the puck behind the net.
And Mitch Bailey following his shot there. Mitch Bailey gets it back and buries one into the top right corner. It beats Zion's, and it's an early lead. It tips off a mitt and a shoulder, but still squeaks into the corner. 1-0 Breckenridge Vipers.
Yep. Mitch Bailey looking top shelf there on the far bar. Just snuck it past the keeper. Tough location to do anything.
And he earned that goal from the start. He was there from the beginning. Took a shot, followed it up, made a pass. It comes back to him somewhere on the left side of that crease or the slot, and he puts one in.
So just like that, a minute and 20 seconds into the game, the Vipers have a lead.
Yeti working it into neutral zone, and it's cut off. That's Cruzy. Cruzy fires one from a wide angle outside the dot, and it's sent down to Engelbert. No icing. Vipers clear the zone. The Yeti fire it back into the corner off the boards, and it's collected. They're down underneath behind Engelbert. And the backhand almost lands a pass, and I don't know how that didn't go in. It must have been on Engelbert's back, and it gets quickly cleared. Back to Engelbert, and he moves it around the boards. Noble trying to clear the zone, and the Yetis have to back up.
And Green is getting whistled for, did they say too many men on the ice?
They get called for too many men.
That is going to go against the Yeti, who are all wearing a Pink Whitney name placard on the back of their jerseys in unison. A popular form of strawberry lemonade flavored vodka.
Yeah, they wore the black Pink Whitney jerseys to warm up last night, and then switched to their greens.
So the Vipers will be a man up for the next 2 minutes.
Over to Mines at the point. Mines with a slap shot. It does land on a pad, and it gets cleared quickly by the Yeti.
So Engelbert will gather behind his own net, dumping it off to Mines, who waits to set up the offense.
Mines carrying it through neutral ice, passes it up to, that's Bailey. Bailey sends it in deep. It's controlled by Manesi. Manesi back to Wilson. Wilson over to Mines. Back to Wilson, almost picked off. Battenberg shovels it over to Bailey in the corner. Back to the point, Mines.
Mines likes to take the shot from out here. I'm surprised he didn't pull the trigger there.
Wilson gets poke checked on a shot. It's cleared. Vipers get a change, and so do the Yeti.
So fresh legs for both teams. Vipers gather behind their own net.
They give it to Mitch Bailey to run it up, and he enters the zone with some speed, goes behind the net, sends it over to Elmore, and it's taken away. Yeti are on the move, 2-on-1.
Nifty piece of skating there. Great shot, beats Engelbert in the high right corner. So we are even at ones, 3.5 minutes into this game.
And a short-handed goal on the extra man on the ice for the Yeti. They tie the game up at 1. And
yeah, you know these Vipers are frustrated right now. That's a big-time error to allow a short-handed goal there and give away the lead.
Face-off comes to mid-ice. Mitch Bailey wins it back to Ottenreith. Ottenreith with a helper last night, and also a boarding call.
Good look here for the Vipers. Last-minute little change of directions there by Bailey. Couldn't quite get the backhand on it. And a pass through the crease gets deflected, and that 5-hole the keeper?
I don't know. He was looking for Ivory on the other side of the crease, and I think it just found its way in, and Ottenreith, I think, gets the goal.
So just like that, about 20 seconds after the Yeti tie it up, the Vipers with a little bit of fortune there, what was likely a pass that took a weird bounce, ended up going through the keeper's legs and in the back of the net.
Yeah, we had a Yeti body in the way, or we would have seen it better, but I don't know if it ended up getting across the crease. The pass intended ended up being a goal for Ottenreith. flipped in by the Vipers, and Noble's going to chase it in. Power play goal for the Breckenridge Vipers, and they could not land a power play last night. They had about 7 to 9 minutes last night in power play action and could not put one in. One of the power plays was on a major for fighting, and that was 3 full minutes they couldn't connect on in that one as well. Yeti playing in the Viper zone.
Pass deflected and taken by the Vipers. They cross center ice.
Kreider carrying it in, looking for a centering pass in the slot, and no one there. Yeti are going to flip it out to neutral ice. Cottrell chases. Cottrell playing wing tonight, not D. Trying to move it up to Willett. Yeti get a pass across through neutral ice. It ricochets into their offensive zone. They hold the point, move it over to the side of the circle, and good save by Engelbert.
Yeah, wrist shot. Engelbert in the right spot there to shut down any angle. Vipers come away with it, but turn it over almost immediately. So Yeti coming back, crossing center ice, moving into the Viper zone. Wrist shot into the chest of Engelbert, and he will swallow that up. 14 minutes, 37 seconds remain here in the first period. Vipers leading 2-1.
Shots on goal are 5-3 in favor of the home team. Bit of a conversation down there with Engelbert. Not sure what it's about with the referees. They'll take a face-off on his stick side. Battenberg in the top line out to take it. It's one, back to Wilson. Wilson trying to skate it through the slot and moves it up into neutral ice. Battenberg takes a shot from the blue line, and it's almost rebounded, and he puts a glove on it. That's Zion's, the keeper for the Yeti, who just puts his glove on that instead of giving an opportunity up. Bailey puts one down underneath, and Battenberg tries to center it out, and the Yeti come up with it and clear the zone, but Wilson catches it in neutral ice, sends it back to Schwab. Schwab looking for a lane and sends it off the boards up towards Bailey. Bailey takes it in. Bailey hits Wilson in the skate, and he controls it, takes a shot, it's wide right.
Yeah, good look there by Wilson, just missing a little bit right. Wilson on his horse trying to hustle back, make sure the Yeti don't get a good opportunity here with numbers. Vipers are able to come away with the puck, and they clear it.
Top line out for the Yeti. That's Blahnik, Sapita, and Compton. They contributed to a few goals last night.
So Vipers get some fresh legs in. Great pass, hits a man in stride. Looks to go 5-hole, but Engelbert's got that covered up.
Yeah, good tending by Engelbert there. Yeti maybe their best look of the night on offense.
So 13:33 remaining here in the first period. Vipers hold a 1-goal lead.
Ottenreith sends it out of the Viper zone, works it up to Mitch Bailey. Mitch Bailey gets intercepted, and the Yeti are trying to skate it through 3 Vipers. Vipers seeming to have numbers and not be giving up these odd man rushes they were giving up last night early in the game.
Some physical play down in the corner. Yeti maintain control.
Good hit by Mitch Bailey. A centering pass right in the slot, and it beats Engelbert on the stick
hit that
side.
Timer to the far post. Engelbert did everything he could to try to shut that off, but that may have even nicked off the inside of the post there. Great location on that shot. Really tough spot for Engelbert to get to. That squares us up at 2s here. 7 minutes, 5 seconds into this first period.
Well, we got fireworks. Only 7 minutes into the game and 4 tallies up there. It's squared away at 2. Face-off controlled by the Yeti. He'll skate backwards after throwing it off the boards up into neutral ice. Mines picks it off. And the Yeti enter, but Mines gets a stick on it.
There by Mines, chasing him down from behind and getting his stick involved.
Yeti trying to exit their zone, but Bernstein's there to control it. Bernstein looking for somebody in the slot and playing with it, gets it back out to the point to Gallo. Gallo, slap shot, tipped. Doesn't go in, and the Yeti are countering a 2-on-2, which is becoming a 2-on-3 look. Wrap around, and it doesn't land, goes to the blue line. Shot misses wide from the blue line. It's cleared by the Vipers. Probably going to be icing, and it will be.
So a heck of a start so far, squared up at 2s. A lot of pride goes into this game, especially in front of a home crowd. The Steve is packed tonight, and the Vipers trying to end their season on a high note here.
Face off on Engelbert's glove side. It's held in at the point by the Yetis and sent around. Trying to control at the boards. Moved across into the slot, and it trickles away. And the Yeti hold the zone. Bernstein down in the corner trying to get it out. The Yeti continue to move it around the perimeter, out to the point. Yeti sending it around the perimeter, and some good passing, and almost picked off by Noble, but it's held in again.
And that gets deflected and will clear the zone. Noble chasing, able to deflect it off his skate with an opportunity, has a man behind him, unable to gather that.
Yeah, Cottrell's a righty, or he would have had a good one-timer look. Yeti clear the zone and work it up, hit a stick in motion. Engelbert leaves the crease and sends it around the boards. Moved up to Schwab. Schwab takes it in. He goes down, and so does the Yeti player.
Both players hit the ice. The Yeti with control, crossing into the Vipers zone. Low shot is kicked away by Engelbert. He's there to get the rebound.
A good follow-up shot there by the Yeti, a backhand after the initial save, and Engelbert is good. 2 saves right there for him. 7 shots on goal for the visiting Yeti. 6 for the Vipers. Face off, 1 back, and immediately fired through the legs of Engelbert. Quick shot, 1 off the face off, and
you
it's
can see
sent in.
Yeah, the body language of Engelbert there. That's just a mental mistake. That's a save he makes 99% of the time. Unfortunate, the Vipers do give up the tie here. Now they will be chasing a 1-goal deficit.
Yeah, pretty simple play. Win the face-off and then wrist it in from the top of the circle, and somehow squeaks through the legs of Engelbert. 3-2.
Chasing, showing some effort here. Vipers are putting it all on the ice tonight, man. This is a meaningful game for them to wrap the season up. Great pass. Hits Battenberg in stride. He finishes. So just like that, the Yeti had taken the lead earlier, and the Vipers scored within about 20 seconds to tie it back up. And we just saw the same thing, where the Yeti had a lead for just a blink of an eye, and a perfect pass in stride to Battenberg. It was all alone, him and the keeper, and Battenberg makes it look easy.
And I think that was Chris Kreider with a great pass through neutral ice, hits Battenberg on the fly right as he enters the zone, and he's got nobody between him and the netminder, and he buries one. And it is 3-all. A lot of scoring tonight.
Yeah, 10 minutes into this game, we've already got 6 scores. A pretty impressive back and forth.
Yeah, high shooting percentage for both teams. 3 tallies apiece, we're squared up. Vipers control the face-off. Kreider sends it over to Ottenreith. Ottenreith dumps it in. Elmore trying to hold it. And Ivory is chasing, trying to keep it in the zone. It doesn't. The Yeti move it through neutral ice.
Mines chasing to the corner, able to body off his man, but no one can come away with the puck. And just like that, one sneaks out from behind the net. There is a Yeti player just waiting for it, and an easy one-timer from about 5 feet away. And that's going to beat Engelbert on the near post side.
Yeah, that was passed from behind Engelbert on his stick side into the crease, and Jason Gilmartin is there to finish it. Gilmartin with a goal last night as well. He's contributing heavily on that fourth line. Production coming from the fourth line is always a good sign of winning hockey. 4-3 Vail. Face-off controlled by the Vipers and tried to move it through neutral ice, and it's sent in deep behind the Yeti keeper. Held in by Gallo and fired in. The Yeti put it out of the zone. Held by Mines and Gallo, and Noble takes it in. Takes a big hit, stays in control and flips it in. Bernstein chasing. Cottrell cuts off a winding puck, and it goes over his stick. He can't quite control it, but he's still battling down in the corner for it. Yeti move it up, and they move it in deep. Schwab moves it around the boards, trying to find a Vipers player to help him clear, and it's still behind the net. Schwab playing catch.
Noble's going to come away with it on the boards. He's going to clear the zone, pass it up, hits Cody Wilson in stride. Wilson with the backhand look, misses on the near side. He stays in control.
Good pass from Wilson, finds Schwab. Schwab takes a look, and it goes into the belly of the Yeti keeper. That's Zions. Zions having a pretty good game last night. He's been solid, and he's already given up as many as he did last night after having a pretty good game. Fourth line out for the Vipers. That's Cass, Willett, and Cottrell. A shot trickles in on Zions. And the Yeti get it cleared into neutral ice, trying to work it through. Drop back pass to the circle, and it's fired into Engelbert's stomach.
So just under 8 minutes remain here in the first period. Vipers trailing 3-4.
Face-off going to be taken to Engelbert's right, his stick side. Top line back out for the Vipers. It's moved around. Battenberg taking it in, fires one off a shin of a Yeti player. Move back to him. Tries to put one in.
Tough angle there.
Pad save by Zions, and the Vipers hold the zone. Bailey getting behind Zions and backhands it to Battenberg. Battenberg back to the point. Ottenreith sends it into Battenberg, and a tip. Backhand.
A deflection. Battenberg just put his stick out, let that pass come off the backhand side of his stick. Got it airborne right up into the corner, up over the goalie's shoulder. That was a heck of a play. Just a nice little heady move there to not do too much with it. Just get a stick on it and change directions of it at the last second, and he buries it. We are squared at fours.
Ottenreith being very productive on the offensive end the last couple nights. He gets an assist last night and a couple tonight already. It is 4-all. We are squared up again. No team has led by more than one. It's been back and forth. We're 12 minutes and 50 seconds into this game. There'll be an icing. Yeti will take an offensive zone face-off. They control it and trying to send it in again, like the last goal they had, but it runs into some bodies. Vipers canceled the slot effort, and Ivory sends it up. Nearly hits Elmore. Elmore behind the net trying to control it, and he does. pass comes out to Bailey, and he doesn't land. It is poke checked out of the way. Mines flips it back into the zone, and the Yeti clear.
Yeti crossing center ice, moving into the Vipers territory. Mines from the stomach was able to get a stick on that to break the play up, and Engelbert's able to swallow that up. Face-off coming here with 6.5 minutes remaining. So 4-4 is our score here. First period, lots of fireworks. It is a packed house. This is about as capacity filled as we've seen so far this season. So hats off to all the Vipers and Yeti fans for making it out tonight.
Looks like one goes out of play, and we'll have another face-off in front of Engelbert. Third line out for the Vipers.
And a wrist shot from the top of the circle there through some traffic. Good job by Engelbert staying focused. Makes that glove save look easy.
Yetis seem to be getting the best of a lot of these face-offs, especially down in front of Engelbert. Slap shot from the point, and that goes into Engelbert's glove. Another face-off in front of Engelbert. Seems like there's been a lot of these tonight, and the Yetis seem to be winning a lot of them. Face off, another quick win and a quick wrister that hits Engelbert's save, and Wilson skating through neutral ice with speed, backhands it in. Manessi finds it in the corner, and it hits the skate.
Yeah, good look to Bailey there. Bailey just couldn't quite keep control of it. Yeti with some momentum trying to make something happen here. Vipers able to get back on defense, and they pin it behind the boards, behind the goal.
Wilson fighting a man off the puck, but it goes out to the blue line and held in by the Yeti. Sent in around the boards to the other point. And Elmore,
great.
Or Manessi ejects the guy off the puck, gives it to Bailey. Bailey's got a one-on-one, hits the leg of a Yeti defender and keeps it in the zone. Manessi trying to control underneath.
Yeah, great job there by Tom Lee, the lone defenseman there for the Yeti that was tasked with a pretty big ask to try to stop Bailey from getting a good look there, and the Yeti come away with it crossing center ice. Pass tipped away, controlled by the Vipers.
Good job by Kreider by getting in the way of that pass. Yeti send it around the boards and exit their own zone. It's flipped in to Engelbert, and he dishes it off to Kreider. Kreider moving it over off Ottenreich.
Ottenreich with another great pass. Vipers with numbers. Shot to the top shelf, over the goalie's shoulder and in. Vipers take a 5-4 lead. We have had a heck of a back and forth so far here tonight. We're only 15 minutes into this game, and there has been 9 goals scored.
And that is Hank Cash getting another helper from Dan Ottenreich, who's just been dishing them out the last 2 nights. I think that's 4 assists for him. Dan, or maybe one of those was a goal, but he's got a few points racked up and hits Hank Cash. Hank Cash goes in from the left side of Mr. Zions and buries one top shelf over the shoulder.
Yeah, Ottenreich, I mean, he is just seeing the entire ice. He's finding guys, he's hitting them in stride, making this offense come to life.
Held in by Gallo and almost tipped in by Ivory. Mitch Bailey sends it back underneath, and Elmore skates it around, but he gets cut off. Yeti trying to carry it out, and they do. They send it up. They work their way into the offensive zone, and nearly a great
pass. Deflected off of a Vipers player and in. Yeti control it behind the net. Taking their time, looking for an outlet. Has a man. Shot is
right in the slot, and just nobody in the way of it. And that buries it on the left side of, or right side of Engelbert. That is Matt Cope, number 25, who received it in the slot. Tied up at 5, and wow, what a game so far. It's been fireworks. It's a barn burner so far. Face-off controlled, and Noble trying to skate it in, but it's quickly cut off. Yeti work it in to offensive territory. They hold it at the point, move it over to the other point, send it in to the corner. And a pass nearly lands in the slot. A shot stopped by Engelbert.
Cody Wilson with a head of steam. Passes to Noble, but Noble did not have eyes on that. That is going to get dumped into the corner.
Yeti regained control, trying to get it out of the zone, but Manessi's there to prevent that for a moment. Flipped out into neutral ice, and the Yeti enter Vipers territory.
Low wrist shot off the blocker of Engelbert, controlled by the Yeti.
Yeti holding it in, sending it into the corner. Backhand nearly connects in the slot, and the Vipers take it away. They move it up to Bailey in neutral ice. He drops it back to Battenberg. Battenberg skating in on the left side. He goes around and puts one off the back of the net, thinking he had a trailer. The Yeti take back over and move it the other way.
So Yeti move into Vipers territory. Shot on goal directly into the legs of Engelbert.
Backhand pass into neutral ice by Battenberg is cut off. Yeti re-enter.
Wrist shot off the left leg of Engelbert. Dumped into the corner where the Vipers look to clear. It does stay in the zone and is dumped behind the net. Vipers with possession.
Kreider trying to get it out of the corner. Battenberg joining Bailey, skating it out. Hits Ottenreith. Ottenreith takes his time, tries to find Kreider streaking through the slot.
Yeah,
Kreider's
good
gonna
look
hold
there.
it in.
Unfortunate. Great play by the defenseman getting a stick on that pass, or else Ottenreith might have his 4th assist of the day.
Shot from the blue line by Gallo. Misses wide left, and Gallo holds it in. Takes a hit in the process. Yeti trying to get it out from behind Zions.
Big collision behind the net as a couple players hit the ground. Yeti come away with it, skating across center ice, moving into Vipers territory.
Sent around the boards, and the Yetis hold it at the other point and send it in towards Engelbert. Does not connect. Cottrell into neutral ice, and it misses everything.
Down to 70 seconds left, and icing will be the call here. All squared at 5s.
19 shots on goal for the Yeti to the Vipers 10. Vipers shooting 50%, which is quite the percentage in hockey. A minute left in this first frame. Face-off taken in front of Engelbert and won by the Yeti, moved over from point to point. Pass into the slot. Does not quite connect, and it goes into the corner. Backhand towards Engelbert, and he sticks it away, and Mines is able to clear it. Yeti playing with it in neutral ice, trying to find a clean entry. Cut off by Mitch Bailey, and Gallo's going to chase it down.
So down to about 35 seconds here. Tied at 5s, a heck of a back and forth so far. Yeti with a good look that just misses.
They hold it at the point and send it back in off the pad of Engelbert. It's back to the left point again. Mines trying to clear, and it trickles up to Elmore. Elmore moves it over to Mitch Bailey. Mitch Bailey skating it in. No offsides call, and it hits the side of the net. He takes it himself. The Yeti are able to work it through neutral ice. 5
seconds remain here. Yeti are going to have to pull the trigger soon. That's going to miss wide right, but the play is blown dead with a second and a half remaining here before the intermission.
And that didn't exit the boards. What was the whistle?
Not totally certain what the call was
I
here,
think offsides is what they got him for.
So face off from the neutral zone here with a second and a half left. That will bring us to the intermission. You're listening to Vipers Hockey on KSMT The Mountain. We want to thank our sponsors: Mountaintop Photography, Vail Summit Orthopedics, the Ramada Inn by Wyndham in Frisco, as well as Age Well Skincare in Breckenridge. 5-5 is your score at the end of the first period. The fireworks are here. come down to the game. We still got 2 periods of action left here at the Steve to wrap this season up. We'll be back in about 20 minutes with second period action.
You know, sometimes this life can get rough. You get knocked down, but you gotta get up. Keep going. I'd have been knocked down 1,000 times, yeah, I traveled around 1,000 miles, feeling so tired, but you know I can't stop now. Came way too far, won't throw in the towel. It ain't looking real good, but I won't give up. Pac said that I gotta keep my head up, so I ain't going nowhere, yeah, I'm standing right here. Demons all around, but I ain't got no fear. They kick me right, but I won't stay down. I run this town, ain't backing down, we going in rounds. Yeah, the winds will blow, but these roofs are deep. I'm on my feet, the underdog, and I won't be beat. In the fire now, but I won't be burned. I was waiting for this, and now it's my turn. Sweat on my face, blood in my eyes. Been underground, now I aim for the sky. Don't quit now, you can last longer. All these wounds only making you stronger. Don't give up now, yeah, you gotta climb. But we give it your all until the end, until the end of time. We'll be standing right here until the end of time. Till the end of time. We ain't going nowhere. We'll be standing right here until the end of time. Till the end of time. Until the end of time. Until the end of time. Yeah. Been through a whole lot, but we overcome. Enemies in our face, but we ain't gon' run. Never drift off course, always stay on mission. Won't slow us down, cause we way too driven. Yeah, we put in these 10,000 hours. You won't stop us, cause we got the power. Whole world is watching, and I hope they ready. From here on out, we are legendary. You can kick me right, but I won't stay down. I run this town, ain't backing down. We going in rounds. Yeah, the winds will blow, but these roofs are deep. I'm on my feet, the underdog, and I won't be beat. Turn the lights up now, welcome to the show. I ain't never gonna stop, this is all I know. My eyes on the prize, until I die. I'm gonna rise, level up to the skies. Yeah, we here now, we were chosen. All the pain brought us to this moment. Watch everything we work for fall in line. We gon' give it our all until the end, until the end of time. You know, sometimes this life can get rough. You get knocked down, but you gotta get up. Keep going. I'd have been knocked down 1,000 times, yeah, I traveled around 1,000 miles, feeling so tired, but you know I can't stop now. Came way too far, won't throw in the towel. It ain't looking real good, but I won't give up. Pac said that I gotta keep my head up, so I ain't going nowhere, yeah, I'm standing right here. Demons all around, but I ain't got no fear. They kick me right, but I won't stay down. I run this town, ain't backing down, we going in rounds. Yeah, the winds will blow, but these roofs are deep. I'm on my feet, the underdog, and I won't be beat. In the fire now, but I won't be burned. I was waiting for this, and now it's my turn. Sweat on my face, blood in my eyes. Been underground, now I aim for the sky. Don't quit now, you can last longer. All these wounds only making you stronger. Don't give up now, yeah, you gotta climb. But we give it your all until the end, until the end of time. We'll be standing right here until the end of time. Till the end of time. We ain't going nowhere. We'll be standing right here until the end of time. Till the end of time. Until the end of time. Until the end of time. come. Enemies in our face, but we ain't gon' run. Never drift off course, always stay on mission. Won't slow us down, cause we way too driven. Yeah, we put in these 10,000 hours. You won't stop us, cause we got the power. Whole world is watching, and I hope they ready. From here on out, we are legendary. You can kick me right, but I won't stay down. I run this town, ain't backing down. We going in rounds. Yeah, the winds will blow, but these roots too deep. I'm on my feet, the underdog, and I won't be beat. Turn the lights up now, welcome to the show. I ain't never gonna stop, this is all I know. My eyes on the prize, until I die. I'm gonna rise, level up to the skies. Yeah, we here now, we were chosen. All the pain brought us to this moment. Watch everything we work for fall in line. We gon' give it our all until the end of time.
We are back live at the Steve, the Breckenridge Vipers playing the Vail Yeti. This is the second night in a row they've gone at it. The first night over in Vail, Vail winning the game 8-3, but this game is a different one tonight. Fireworks back and forth. It is a 5-all after one period. Back and forth, no team is led by 2. So each team taking turns putting pucks in the net. Really good offense for both teams. Vail is out shooting the Yeti 21-10. But we still have a 5-all game. Both teams coming back out for the second period to warm up. Ottenreith getting really involved in the offense the last couple of nights, has some assists and a goal. We're set for some second period action. It is a full house here tonight. Last night was very full in Vail as well. About 30 seconds until puck drop. I want to give a shout out to our sponsors, Mountaintop Photography. We are here on KSMT The Mountain. You can also find us on YouTube. If you're watching live on YouTube, we have a stream going. The Ramada Inn by Wyndham, shout out to them. You're invited to sample the world with Ramada Inn by Wyndham. Your home away from home. As well as Age Well Skincare. When it comes to your appearance, you deserve the best care. And the team sponsor, Vail Summit Orthopedics.
So moments away here from the puck drop to start the second period. Standing room only crowd tonight. It is packed here in the Steve. This is about as good of a turnout as we've seen so far this year, and the locals wanting to root their squads on for this I-70 rivalry.
And top line out to start it off for the Vipers. Puck drop. It's one back to the Yeti. Yeti trying to move it out of their zone. Playing catch with it. Up to neutralize. They skate it through. And they're in. Shot deflected off Mines. And the Vipers clear. Manessi and Battenberg on the forecheck. Yeti get it out to neutralize. But Manessi sends it back in. Works it back out of the zone to Gallo, and Gallo sends it back in across the blue line, but not enough time for the Vipers to tag up. The Yeti move it in. Battenberg picks off a crossing pass. Quickly taken back by the Yeti, but they'll whistle it for offsides as they were trying to get guys back into neutralize before entering. Change for both teams. Face-off will come out to neutralize dot. Mitch Bailey taking the face off. Controlled back to Schwab. Schwab works it over to Wilson. Wilson sends it up to Ivory, and Ivory skating it in. Ivory dumps it back to Bailey, and nearly a beauty over to the left side of the crease, Ivory, and it misses Ivory's stick. The Vipers do hold the zone. They send it back underneath. Mitch Bailey takes it. Tries to send a crossing pass to Elmore. Elmore retrieves it, sends it over to Schwab. Schwab with a slap shot. It finds Zions, and he controls it. Face-off coming.
So 80 seconds here into the second period. Vipers and Yeti squared away at 5s. 10 goals scored in that first period. We have had a heck of a game tonight already and plenty of action left.
Face-off, finally controlled by the Vipers. Schwab sends one in, and it's deflected. Noble retrieves, sends it over to Wilson. Wilson at the right circle, fires one in off the pad of Zions. Yeti pick it off and move it into neutralize, and they're playing offense. Shot beats Engelbert underneath. And that is a goal.
Caleb Schwab was the lone man back there, and just looked like he hesitated to close down the distance between him and the man with the puck. And in that extra half second, that allowed the Yeti player to get a good look there and put a shot on goal that is in between the legs of Engelbert. So the Yeti go up 6-5.
Yeah, Engelbert looking disappointed after that one. It's one that just squeaked in under a leg pad. Top line out for the Vipers, and Battenberg trying to skate it into neutral ice, moves it up, and it's touched by the Yeti, sent back in around the boards. Ottenreith holds. Ottenreith behind the net now, and backhand
Great
into
pass.
the slot.
Good looking shot there. Unfortunate that did not go in. Mondesi with a great look from just in front of the goal, but comes off the keeper's stick. And the Yeti clear the zone.
Kreider prevents it from going in to the Viper zone. It's going to be iced.
Yeah, Mondesi's pass there, unable to be collected by the Vipers player it was intended for. That will give both teams a chance to get some fresh legs here.
Looks like we have Kreider out, and then Bailey, Ottenreith, Battenberg.
Yep, the third line out there for the Yeti. Clayton Smith, number 71, out there showing off that gorgeous lettuce.
Yeti control, but they send it back out of their zone, the offensive zone, and they have to tag up. They send it back in around. Kreider trying to keep it from going in the zone, but the Yeti hold. They move it across to the point and send it in down to the corner. Yeti skating it around behind Engelbert. Kreider takes a man down. Another hit by Bailey, and they're off to the races. Mondesi has two guys to beat. Backhand goes into Zions, and it's sent out by the Yeti. Gallo controls, looking for an outlet, and hits a Yeti skater in neutral ice. Mitch Bailey cancels him out and takes the puck in himself.
And the legs get tangled up there. Looks like that could have been a penalty on the Yeti.
They're going to call it.
And the crowd here audibly upset with that. 16 and a half minutes remaining here in the second period. And there's Clayton Smith heading to the send bin for the next 2 minutes.
Second power play opportunity for the Vipers tonight. It looked like it was either a hooking or tripping. That puts Smith over here in the bin. Top line out for the Vipers. Battenberg wins it, but it flings back into Engelbert's territory, and he fields it, dumps it to Mines. Mines passes it off to Battenberg, and Battenberg's going to skate it up the left boards. He's going to move it in himself. Carries it into the corner and around Zions.
Taken away by the Yeti, dumped into the corner. Vipers steal it back, but then give it right back. Yeti with the careless pass. Vipers with an opportunity, a couple chances. Finally, a goal that seemed too easy to be real. A little bit of confusion there. I think the keeper maybe lost track of where the puck had ended up, and it was basically left on a platter sitting right in front of the crease, and the Vipers punch it in. A little bit of an odd play there, but a goal for the Vipers nonetheless, and we are back to being squared at sixes.
Yeah, Zions gets out of the crease after the chaos, and Vipers able to skate in there behind him and just dump it in. That play was brought to you by Bailey. Garrett Bailey making that happen with the backhand and the patience. And then Battenberg, I believe, had to clean it up. Yeti move it in and dump it off. They skated around Engelbert, looking for a Michigan to bury in there, but can't quite get it on the skid stick. Elmore chases it into the corner and sends it around. Mines trying to collect, and Mines flips it to Ivory. Ivory skating forward and finds Looks like that's Elmore.
Elmore with the wraparound look, but no one's home on his pass. Vipers trying to get a shot off. Get a look. Great job by the keeper there, staying on top of that. Zion's making a tough save from a point-blank shot there taken by the Vipers.
Yeah, Schwab gets poke-checked off a shot from the top of the circle. Nearly a good opportunity for the Vipers. 6-all. Offensive face-off for the Vipers. It's controlled by the Yeti. Wilson holds it in at the point, skates it towards the middle of the ice and moves over to the other point. Sends it down and underneath. And moved around the boards. Flip back the other way. Willett trying to control the corner. And the Yeti are able to return in their offensive direction.
This shot misses high over the goal and a big hit landed.
Schwab canceled that slot opportunity immediately and buries a man. The puck goes out of play.
Yeah, Nate Sapita there taking a lick.
Vipers zone face-off to Engelbert's glove side. Be taken by Bernstein, third line out. Controlled by the Yeti. Yeti dominating face-off, shot from the point.
Through some traffic there. Good job by Engelbert staying home.
Battle down in the corner to the right of Engelbert.
Slap shot faked. Pass comes off the stick of Noble.
Ottenreith flips it up into Yeti air territory, and it's almost.
Yeah, nice look on that low wrist shot there, but off the blocker of the Yeti keeper. Deep pass hits a man in stride. Wrist shot misses wide left.
Manessi out on the run and hits the brakes right in front of Zions, trying to bury one. He barely got control of that puck.
Yeah, that was a very close to being a play that could have started a fight. Getting into the crease like that with a full head of steam. Manessi doing a good job hitting the e-brake and not taking out the keeper there.
6 minutes into the second period, we have a 6-all game. Battenberg out. Yeti control the face-off. Yeti dominating the face-offs tonight.
So they clear the zone and push it up into Vipers territory.
Lone skater keeps the zone, sends it into Engelbert, and he just covers it up. It was deflected and never a threat really to go in the net. Face-off. Engelbert's right side on his stick side, top line out for the Vipers. No one really controls it, and it's sent around to the corner. Wide angle shot off Engelbert's pad, and Mines comes up with it, skates it out.
Yeah, point blank look there for the Yeti, but Engelbert able to knock that away. Zone gets cleared, and the Yeti drop it back to their own goal to set up the offense.
Manessi harassing, making it difficult to enter the zone, and Mines puts it off the boards back into neutral ice. Battenberg chasing. The Yeti send it back out to neutral ice.
So Mines takes it away. Vipers with possession at center ice. Battenberg with a look, misses wide left on the snapshot. Vipers dump it out behind the goal. And that is going to be taken by the Yeti as they look to clear the zone.
Wilson and Schwab playing defense. The man skating through alone, takes a shot through the crease. It doesn't touch Engelbert, but Wilson buries a man in the corner. Yeti move it to the point and send it across. Finds nobody, but maybe a Viper's stick. Bailey puts it out to Ivory. Ivory skating it in to the Yeti zone, takes a shot, and it bounces off the chest of Zions, cleared by the Yeti quickly. Wilson works it over to Schwab, and Schwab's going to take it back in. He just sends it into the mitt of Zion, so it'll be a face-off on the Yeti's side of things.
So 12 minutes remain here in the second period. We have had a heck of a back and forth tonight here at the Steve. Standing room only. This is at capacity. We've got a fun crew here. This place is jumping. The energy is tense. These teams are fun rivals that, you know, the Yeti got the best of us last night, but the Vipers giving it their all tonight.
Battle down in the corner. Comes out to Wilson at the point. Wilson winds up and sends one into traffic. A rebound opportunity looked like for Mitch Bailey. And the Yeti survive. They work it out in the other direction, but Wilson's there to cut one off, sends it over to Schwab. Schwab flicks one up towards Ivory, and it does not connect. Yeti are in.
Point blank shot right into the legs of Engelbert. Gets dumped behind the net. Yeti retain possession. Wrist shot from the point off of Engelbert. Bounces out, the Vipers clear. They hit a man in stride, it's Elmore. Wrist shot into the goalie, and the Yeti are able to come away with it.
Yeah, Zions did not know where that was or if he'd saved it or not, and it trickles out. Yeti survived another close one. High shot off the glass, misses high. Vipers trying to clear. Wilson goes and picks it up. Gets poke checked. And it finds Cruzy. Cruzy sends it around to Noble. Noble exits the zone, trying to push it forward. The Yeti work their way back in. Pass off the skate, and they're looking to play some offense. Vail out to the point. Moving it over to the other point, not quite controlled and just dumped in. Ryder taking a puck maybe to the
right
neck.
to the neck.
He's
yeah, you can tell he is shook up here.
I think he got underneath that chin strap.
Yeah, that one hurts. Just a little deflection came up there, hit him in that just exposed area on the side of his neck, and he is slow to skate off here. Vipers get a fresh line in. So halfway through the second period here, 6-6 is the score.
We've got a penalty on the Vail Yeti. I missed the call. It's going to be number 25 over here for the Yeti, serving 2 minutes. That's Matt Cope.
So Battenberg winning the face-off in Yeti territory. Ottenreith skates it near the neutral zone line.
Works it over to Schwab. Schwab dumps it backhand to Bailey. Bailey works it over to Ottenreith. Ottenreith sends it back to Schwab. Schwab takes a lick off top of the slot, misses left.
Attempt to clear doesn't get past the line, so the Vipers stay in their zone.
Ottenreith moves it over to Schwab, and Schwab gets poke checked off of it. He backhands it back into neutral ice, and the Yeti are moving it into Vipers territory. Battenberg clears. Bailey comes to help out. Bailey moves it up to Manesi. Manesi skates it in and backhands one to Ottenreith. Ottenreith takes a shot off the pad of Zions. Not able to clear, though, quite, but they do. Ottenreith collects. Moves it up to Manesi. Manesi sends it across.
Great pass.
Finds Elmore coming off the bench, and a good save by Zion.
Yeah, missed opportunity there for the Vipers. Had a shot point blank there, just couldn't get a stick on it in time.
Engelbert clears it, but Vail is skating it back in. They work it down underneath. Odd man offense for the Vail Yeti. The Vipers not really trying to press it very hard. Elmore is going to chase it out.
So only 15 seconds remain on the penalty play here.
Vail clears it right when the Vipers do enter. Mines sends it up to find Elmore. Elmore skates it through a man, and he works his way in. Takes a shot himself, misses wide left. It doesn't get held in by Wilson at the other point, and it's up back to 5-on-5 hockey. Wilson trying to clear the Vipers zone. He gets taken away from him, but Mines is there to stop the advance. Yeti do hold and send it in across to Good glove save by Engelbert.
Yeah, great opportunity there for the Yeti. Hit his man on that crossing pass there. Maybe took a second too long to gather before he took the shot, but that allowed Engelbert to close down that angle and makes a tough glove hand save look easy.
Face off to Engelbert's left side, glove side. Vipers getting a couple guys out there who took their time getting out there. Fourth line out with Tommy Mines and Gallo. Behind Engelbert. Gallo comes up with it, moves it up to Cottrell. Cottrell skating it through the middle of the ice and takes a good look on the glove side of Zion's. Gallo blows a tire and knocks over the goalie. Slap shot from the point, misses. Cottrell regains, sends it across. Finds Kreider. Kreider flips it down in deep. And Vail takes control again.
And there is a delayed penalty here that will be against the Vipers. So power play coming up for the Yeti. We're waiting to hear what the call is.
Looks like we're going to get a high stick. And that's going to be on the Yeti.
Oh, they're saying that is against the Yeti. Okay.
Looks like Ben Lewis coming over here to serve time. And another power play opportunity for the Vipers. The Vipers have done a really good job of staying out of the bin tonight, getting all the power play opportunities, but still the Yeti are tied 6-6, even though they've been down a man for about 8 minutes.
Yeah, and they got that short-handed goal earlier in the game. That was a huge momentum type of play there. Slap shot off the leg of the keeper, taken away by the Yeti. They look to clear the zone.
Goes down to Engelbert. He surveys, takes his time, and dumps it off to Mines. Mines dumps it to Battenberg, and Battenberg back to Mines. Trying to find a way through neutral ice. Mines skating, almost runs into Bailey, and there's a 2-on-1 nobody rush. Engelbert saves it.
Great job by Engelbert there. He's in a tough spot. That's a big ask. It's a 2-on-none. Your goalie's on an island there. Engelbert makes a huge save. And the rebound put back beats him on the far post. So after a huge save, what looked like it could have been a series of events, really helping the Vipers out there, the Yeti do get a putback attempt and bury that. So 6-7 is our score here. Vipers trailing by 1.
Yeah, Matt Cope in the right place at the right time, and they just on 2 power plays kind of falling apart in front of Engelbert. I mean, the Yeti outscore the Vipers 2-1 on the Vipers 4 power plays.
Yeah, that's been the difference in the game so far. And the Yeti keeper is over near their bench. Looks like he needs some tape to get something.
Looks like the bottom of his leg gear needs some, maybe the laces on his skate, but he's got some work to do. And we're going to take a moment to recognize our sponsors. We're on KSMT The Mountain. Also, the YouTube stream live, Mountaintop Photography. They can take pictures of engagement photos, baby photos, prom photos. And if you need somewhere to stay up here in Summit County, stay at the Ramada Inn. You're home away from home. If you're looking for skincare and your facial wellness, go to Age Well Skincare over on French Street.
So the goalie has returned, and we are back to action here. 6 minutes, 15 seconds remain in the second period.
Vipers win a face-off. Ottenreith backhands one to Schwab in their own zone. And Schwab sends it up to Ivory. Matt Bailey holds the point, sends it back underneath, finds Ottenreith skating behind the net. He puts one in front, and
that is in. A deflection up over the goalie, maybe rolled off his back, but either way, it crosses the line. I don't think it ever even made it to the net. That thing barely went in, but it is a goal nonetheless. Vipers have squared it away at 7s here. 6 minutes to play in the second period.
Once again, Dan Ottenreith is playing offense. He's got four assists or so, maybe 5, and a goal. He finds Ivory skating through the crease. Ivory puts a shot on goal. It might have caught the shoulder of Zion's and trickled over his back. And it looks like they're going to get a change on the Vail side of things. Spencer Gold in net after giving up 7 goals. So new keeper, Gold in there. Wilson skates one to neutralize. Picked off by the Yeti. And a good opportunity finds...
Great save by Engelbert there. That was a tough ask. Vipers moving up with speed, but that is going to go over to the Yeti. They dump it off. Cody Wilson will take possession. Wilson passes it up to Noble, but Noble can't handle it. That will go back to the Yeti. Poked away by the keeper. Noble with the look, misses on the near side. Yeti gather and look to clear the zone. Off a skate, Vipers keep it.
Backhands it in, but Yeti do pick it off.
Crossing center ice, moving into Vipers territory.
Schwab flips it into neutral ice as the Yeti do enter, but not for long. And they're back in. Wilson chasing it to the corner and behind Engelbert now. They control a pass to the dot. Skated out though.
Low shot off the blocker of Engelbert. Yeti remain in possession.
Yeti skating it down deep and backhand out, but Noble's there and clears the zone. Latrell laying a hit by the penalty box. Puck is flipped in by the Vail Yeti. Wilson sends it up to Cash. Cash back to Wilson. Wilson trying to enter. Tries to send it in, but it is intercepted. Elmore there at the point and loses control of it.
Yeti coming down the ice with numbers. Wrist shot misses wide left.
And there goes Manessi after it. Spencer Gold has to leave the net and go to the corner to prevent Manessi from getting a good opportunity.
So puck dumped behind the net, Vipers take over.
Kreider sending it up. Bailey chasing it to the corner. And Bailey controls. Bailey sends it across, but it hits a body. Battenberg sends it back to Bailey. Bailey backhands one to the boards and sends it across, looking for Battenberg.
Yeah, pass intercepted, and the Yeti move with a head of steam. Into Vipers territory, wrist shot low off the leg of Engelbert. Slap shot into the chest of Engelbert.
Kreider clearing it out to neutralize, but it looks like the Yeti will hold possession. Engelbert gets one behind the net. Ottenreith sends it up to Ivory. Ivory skates it into offensive territory, sends one at the glove side, and it's mitted by Gold.
So 3 minutes remain here in the second period. We are all squared away at 7-7.
Fun game tonight. The place is sold out. It is packed. Lots of standing room opened up for the crowd that's been welcoming in tonight. Vipers send one in at Gold. It is ricocheted into the net. There'll be another face-off in front of Gold. Mitch Bailey out with Ivory and Elmore. Mines and Gallo holding the points. They're going to dismiss the Yeti face-off center for an early entry. It's one down in deep. Ivory trying to chase it in there, but the Yeti are able to control and clear it out. Not quite cleared. It's held in.
Yeah, picked off by the Vipers right near that neutral zone line. Yetis get possession back immediately.
They do clear this time.
Here.
Gallo and Mines playing catch. Mines carrying it up into neutral ice, and he's going to take it and flip it in. It's immediately rescinded.
Great save there by Engelbert after Gallo missed his man.
Yeah, another good opportunity for the Yeti skating in there with no one really in the way. leaving Engelbert to fend for himself. Mines clears it out of the zone, but the Yeti look to re-enter quickly. Engelbert comes out to play it, gives it off to Mines. Mines sends it up to Bernstein. Bernstein finds a streaking Elmore, but there's a few bodies over there preventing him from getting all the way into offensive play.
So Yeti moving into Vipers territory.
Mines sprawls out to deflect it away, and Noble flips it to the point, but it's held in. Noble takes it back and then gives it back. They're battling underneath us here at the point. Gallo sends it around to Mines. And Mines flips it up to Noble. Noble looking to get a offensive opportunity. It's held in, sent into the middle of the slot and flipped up, and Gold is going to have to glove that down.
So a minute remains here in the second period, squared away at 7s. It has been a heck of a back and forth. Neither team has led by more than 1 goal at any point in time.
Last game of the year for the Vipers. Face-off going to be taken by that top line. Yeti control and flip it out there, and they're going to win the race, no icing, and they do call it.
And that was you can tell both players are confused here. Cody Wilson was, they were having a track meet there trying to chase that thing down in the corner, and
Landon Smith appeared to be winning the race, and it's still called icing, but they're going to do the face-off at center ice because I think another judge comes over and overrules the icing call, so they're just going to have to blow play dead and go from the red line.
Yeah, impressive speed there by Landon Smith. You know, Cody Wilson's one of the smoothest skaters, you know, on the ice on any given night, and Smith was giving him a run for his money there. Yeti come away with the puck here, looking to set something up. One-time shot comes off a shin. Vipers with the puck. Move it up the wall.
Avoiding a big hit. Gets it out to neutralize, but the Yeti re-enter quickly.
Wrist shot off the glove of Engelbert, goes wide right.
Battenberg on the forecheck, chasing, and he's able to disrupt it for a moment, but the Yeti are able to move it forward across the blue line. They take their time and a couple good passes and a wonderful save.
Wow.
Engelbert.
I cannot believe that was not a goal. That was a perfect pass, a great one-time opportunity. Engelbert showing off some good lateral movement there, moving from post to post, able to put a glove save on that one-timer. That's probably a 90 times out of 100 that's going to be a goal. Great job there by Engelbert.
Yeah, get from one side of the crease to the other. That pass goes right through the slot, and nobody's there to bail Engelbert out but himself.
And that brings us to the end of the second period, all squared away at 7s after a 5-5 first period. 2 goals per team in this second period has us squared away at 7s. It has been a heck of an evening here at the Steve. We'll be back in 20 minutes with the final period of action for the Breckenridge Vipers as they conclude their 2023 season.
And I'm Tyler Bruce. This is Spencer Comfort. We will see you in a moment.
I didn't realize the gravity of the impact it was going to have on the community. If I didn't have hockey, I don't know what else I'd do.
Nothing else in the world matters. When I come to the rink, it's just hockey. I don't have to worry about work, anything, right?
Hockey taught me everything that I needed to know about just being a good teammate and being a hardworking person.
Hockey to me is just a sense of freedom and passion and camaraderie.
Typical night out for us, hockey, hockey, hockey.
And not being afraid of that physical aspect of life and realizing that you're not super fragile and that's okay.
I went to the first ever Viper game.
I know you.
It's really in between periods where
take a step back and you're like, oh my gosh, there are like 800 people here. This is crazy.
It really feels like a community event, and people come out as it's a Breckenridge event on a Friday, Saturday night.
Why did I do it? Well, the truth is, I just want to play good hockey again. It's really the truth. I didn't realize the gravity of the impact it was going to have on the community. If I didn't have hockey, I don't know what else I'd do.
Nothing else in the world matters. When I come to the rink, it's just hockey. I don't have to worry about work, anything, right?
Hockey taught me everything that I needed to know about just being a good teammate and being a hardworking person.
Hockey to me is just a sense of freedom and passion and camaraderie.
Typical night out for us. Hockey, hockey, hockey.
And not being afraid of that physical aspect of life and realizing that you're not super fragile and that's okay.
I went to the first ever Viper game.
Oh, there we go.
It's really in between periods where you take a step back and you're like, oh my gosh, there are like 800 people here. This is crazy.
It really feels like a community event, and people come out as it's a Breckenridge event on a Friday, Saturday night.
Why did I do it? Well, the truth is, I just want to play good hockey again. It's really the truth. I didn't realize the gravity of the impact it was going to have on the community. If I didn't have hockey, I don't know what else I'd do.
Nothing else in the world matters. When I come to the rink, it's just hockey. I don't have to worry about work, anything, right?
Hockey taught me everything that I needed to know about just being a good teammate and being a hardworking person.
Hockey to me is just a sense of freedom and passion and camaraderie.
Typical night out for us. Hockey, hockey, hockey.
And not being afraid of that physical aspect of life and realizing that you're not super fragile and that's okay.
I went to the first ever Viper game.
Oh, there we go.
It's really in between periods where you take a step back and you're like, oh my gosh, there are like 800 people here. This is crazy.
It really feels like a community event, and people come out as it's a Breckenridge event on a Friday, Saturday night.
Why did I do it? Well, the truth is, I just want to play good hockey again. It's really the truth. I didn't realize
Third period action coming at you. 7 all game. Vipers and Yeti, biggest rivalry of the year. For the last game of the season. Last night we were in Vail. The Vipers get punched in the face and take an 8-3 loss, and tonight it has been a lot of fun. 7-7 action, back and forth.
Yeah, giving this packed house something to cheer for on the final game of the season. 20 minutes remain for this 2023 season for the Vipers.
Battenberg fumbles with the face-off around in mid-ice, and it's sent into the Vail Yeti's territory. Yetis are working it up through neutral ice. Top line starting out there for the Vipers. Work down underneath behind Engelbert. A few players battling for it. Tried to send it out to the point, but it's stopped by Bailey. Battenberg sends it up. Yetis dump it back in. It's quickly taken away, and Battenberg gets a shot from the slot right into the belly of goal.
Yeah, so good look there. Bailey with the pass to Battenberg. Battenberg with a good look from distance, unfortunately puts it right into the body of the keeper. 45 seconds have passed here in this third period. We have got a packed house here at the Steve. This is a heck of a way to send the season off.
Face-off went to the slot, hits the stick of Ivory. Ivory lays a huge hit.
Just absolutely leveled his man there.
Right in front of the student section, who gets riled up.
Yeah,
Schwab
DeMarco got just upended. Great defense there. Diving in front, just giving his body up.
Pass off the boards, and Mitch Bailey nearly gets to it, but Gold touches it to the boards first. Offsides on the Vipers.
And Elmore sacrificing his body there, get in front of the shot. You can tell that he's feeling that one.
Neutral zone face-off. Mitch Bailey taking it. It's taken in by Elmore. Elmore gets poke-checked. Yeti on their way. They hold at the point and try and flip it in. Mitch Bailey there to clean up and send it back behind to Schwab.
Yeah, good job by Cody Wilson there on his assignment, shutting that man down. Pass gets intercepted by the Yeti. Yeti move it into the Vipers zone. Big hit up on the boards on the wall here near us.
Schwab sends it around, but it finds a Yeti stick and it's sent back around. Yeti control to the other point. Fire one off Engelbert's stick and it's caromed into the corner. Yeti are holding. They skated in and put one into Engelbert's belly. Face-off coming in the Vipers' territory. 37 shots on goal for the guests, 29 for the home Vipers. 2 minutes into the third period, 7-7 game. I'm Tyler Bruce. This is Spencer Comfort with me. We're on KSMT The Mountain and YouTube.
Vipers control behind their own goal. Pass dumped up, taken by Noble. Noble's not able to get a stick on it. Ottenreith dumps it off. Vipers looking to set the offense up, but that pass is going to end up on a Yeti stick.
Elmore trying to hold it in, but there's a collision between a few players and a little messy in the neutral zone to start this third frame. Noble.
Bad pass picked off by Noble. Wrist shot off the leg of the defenseman. Vipers gather it behind the net. Pass up to the top. Vipers skating around here.
Ryder dumps it back in, finds Manesi. Manesi through the crease, finds nothing but a slap shot.
Ottenreith's shot nearly deflected on goal there, just misses on the near post.
Ottenreith with
that will clear the zone.
3 assists and a goal tonight. He's played fantastic. Vipers carry it in. That's Willett. Willett looking for someone to hand it off to, and there's
no
nobody
one there on the trail.
But it is held.
Vipers retain possession. Wrist shot from deep, misses wide right. Willett centers it, but no one's home. Slap shot off the pad of the keeper there. Good look by Ottenreith.
It's flipped back to the point. Ottenreith trying to hold, and it stays in. Goes down into the corner.
Willett with the beat on it here. Willett's going to dump it back behind the goal, where the Yeti will take possession.
Vipers probably looking for a change, but they've been holding the zone. Cottrell out there trying to hold it with Cruzy. And it's at the point, Gallo fires one into the corner, and it squeaks over to the other corner, held in again. Good zone time, not a lot of great looks, but they're holding it in the Yeti's territory for quite a while now, that fourth line. That's the kind of thing you want out of your team. And Cottrell buries 3 Yeti players into the bench. He's going to throw them all in there on their own change.
Have a seat, guys. I'll help you out with that.
Gold gloves one and dumps it off to a teammate, and they're skating in 2-on-2.
Wrist shot off the knees of Tommy Mines.
Flipped out with a stick by Engelbert and goes to the point, and the Yeti are going to hold and send it in wide right. Top line back out for the Vipers. Mines trying to poke it out of the corner. Cottrell can't clear.
Wrist shot misses high right. Yeti dump it down into the corner. Vipers taking over, look to clear. That is picked off. Yeti with possession. Centering pass off the skate, not able to be corralled there. They dump it back to the point.
Good stick by Bailey. He gets in the way, and he's skating the other way, looking for help. And there's Manessi.
That's Manessi, one-timer off the side of the net. Battenberg with a great look there. Perfect pass by Manessi, just not able to put that in. Good opportunity for the Vipers. They're going to dump it behind the Yeti goal and get some fresh legs in here.
Battenberg would want that one back. I don't know how he didn't pop that in. Manessi puts one right through the crease. Manessi holds it in, and Bailey gives it off to him. Mitch Bailey to clean it up!
Mitch Bailey, right place at the right time, just hanging out about 10 feet in front of the net. A deflection comes his way, puts a wrist shot on the near post here, beats the goalie on his stick side. Vipers take the lead 5.5 minutes into this third period. It is 8-7.
Battenberg must have gotten a change. Mitch Bailey comes out to join Garrett Bailey and Andrew Manessi, and they clean it up. Mitch Bailey coming on into the slot after Manessi tries to put one in. Face off one and put down into Yeti territory. They are going to skate it out quickly. 8-7, Breckenridge Vipers.
And a good opportunity for the Yeti, and a great play by Engelbert. And things are getting a little chippy behind the goal. The helmet comes off.
Dan Onright gets his bucket knocked off his head, and no fight, but if there was going to be
Elmore's
one.
over there making sure that if someone's going to do something, they're going to have to go through him. And this is where it's going to get fun. We know that these teams have a history. We know the rivalry has some bad blood. We got whooped last night when we played them in Vail. The Vipers looking to end the season on a high note here at the Steve. 8-7 is your score. First time the Vipers have held the lead since they took off to an early start and got up 1-0. Face-off one, Vipers moving across center ice.
On sides, Kreider takes it into the corner. Kreider fighting off 2 Yetis. Bernstein trying to hold the point, and Ivory sends it in down deep.
Yeti clear the zone. Crossing center ice, moving into Vipers territory. Pass out to the corner.
They're going to skate it around Engelbert. Backhand pass into the crease, and it's flipped away. They hold the zone and send it around the perimeter. A cross ice pass to the slot.
Great
and
passing, giving your body up. Ottenreich there, just diving. You can see him skating to the bench. That one hurt. He caught that center mass. That was just a full commitment to your team. I'm going to lay on the ground, make sure that Engelbert doesn't even have to worry about this shot. He is shooken up. He hasn't even made it off the ice yet. He's hunched over there by the sideline.
It might have been right below the waist. And yeah, there is an icing call after Dan took that puck to the frame and then sent it down.
Vipers come away with the face-off, moving across center ice. They clear the zone, but that is going to go back to the Yeti.
Kreider trying to fight a man off the puck. The Yeti do enter and take it down the right side into the right corner, out to the right point now, and it's sent in, tipped, but it just goes straight up into the air. But they do hold and send another one back in. A lot of
wrist shot deflected by the Vipers. Yeti hold the zone.
Yeah, Kreider there in the slot, making sure nothing squeaks through. Yeti skating it around the perimeter. They work it down deep behind Engelbert. Bernstein trying to eject a man off the puck, and it is passed out by the Yeti and finds nothing. It goes down to Gold. Gold settles it. Cottrell chasing. Yeti pass it through neutral ice and work their way in. Willett with a check at the point and forces a man out. They skate it back in. And the Vipers trying to push him back out. A cross-ice pass to the blue line. Sent in, and a great save by Engelbert.
And Engelbert making it look easy. You know, he's given up 7 goals tonight, but he has made a number of big-time, just clutch saves on goals, or on what would have been goals in games we've seen earlier in this season. Engelbert's got a little extra pep in his step tonight. You can tell that this game means a lot to him. This entire team is playing out of their minds. They want to give this packed home crowd a good send-off to the season, and this game has been nothing short of the legendary matchup that we hoped it would be.
33 saves for Engelbert tonight. The Yeti chase back into their own zone. Vipers trying to collect and enter. Wilson skates it around in front of Engelbert and sends it up to Manesi. Manesi puts it off Bailey's stick and it trickles in. Can't hold the zone. He's going to flip it up high into the corner, and they're going to have to tag up. Schwab deflects a pass, trying to enter the zone, but the Yetis still enter. Backhand pass finds Schwab's stick. Schwab flips it off the boards. Doesn't clear. Yeti hold.
Pass through the middle, intercepted by the Vipers, although given immediately back to the Yeti. Slap shot misses just right off the deflection. Yeti miss on another good opportunity, wide right.
Couple good looks for the Yeti from the dots on either side. Battenberg tries to pass it out, but it's intercepted. Schwab catches it off the chest and sends it down for icing.
And the Vipers set to get some fresh legs in here.
Vipers trying to hold on to this 1-goal lead. Kind of playing as if there's a couple minutes left. They need to get back on the offensive mindset, because you've got to think with the way this game has been going, there's going to be at least a couple more goals scored. Top line out, Manesi for the face-off. Goes back to Schwab. Schwab puts it up to Battenberg, and Battenberg off the boards. They'll get a change.
So Yeti with possession behind their own net. Just under 11 minutes remain in this one. Vipers leading 8-7.
Yeti skating it in with ease. Ottenreith trying to defend it behind Engelbert. It trickles out to Elmore. Elmore finds Ivory's stick. Ivory takes a hit. Ottenreith holds it in though, puts it off the boards to Mitch Bailey. Mitch Bailey across
Great pass across the middle. Elmore and the keeper swings his stick at Elmore as Elmore skates away. In a near breakaway situation, the Yeti get 3 great looks, and Engelbert shuts down all 3. This is not happening. It's Engelbert's house tonight, man. He is on one.
Full split by Engelbert. One goalie on the end, smacking a Vipers player in the back of the helmet. And then Engelbert on the other end making 2 or 3 saves and sprawling out for that last one.
Just
impressive.
Highway robbery. That should have been an easy goal, and Engelbert made 3 stops in a row there.
Grand larceny.
Puck dumped into the corner, Yeti with possession.
Yeti move it around, skate it in, and almost a tip, and it goes in. The tip pass in the slot. It's going to notch things up at 8.
Tough one there. It was good pass across the middle. One-timer, just got his stick on it, hit the far post. Engelbert did everything he could to extend and get over there, but just not enough time to react to that. And just like that, we're all squared away back at 8s.
Boos heard from the gallery, but what a game. 8-8, and we have 10 minutes left in the third period. Face-off sent in by Bernstein. Bernstein's going to run after it. Noble trying to hold it from getting across the boards. It's flipped out to neutralize, but Mines is there to backhand it back in. Vipers trying to keep him out of neutral ice, but the Yeti do skate in, immediately exited. Noble overskates it. Yeti working it back into the zone. Slap shot from the blue line. Engelbert's going to easily save that one.
So just under 9.5 minutes remains in this game. Squared up at 8. It has been an epic back and forth tonight. The Vipers playing their final game of the season here to a packed house at the Steve, and it has been, you're getting your money's worth if you're at this game tonight.
Battenberg chases one into
comes away with
territory. Takes his time, and then it's almost shot in by Manesi. Manesi fires it off the side of the net. There is a scrum.
It's still alive.
It is in the blender.
Straight into the chest of the keeper there. A sneaky opportunity for the Vipers, but unable to put one in.
Yeah, Battenberg trying to delay his shot for a moment. It gets a little poked away. And then there's just a big scrum in the crease. The puck fired off the side of the net by Manesi. Bailey's in there too. The Yeti survived that one. There'll be a face-off on Bond's right side. Elmore takes it, wins it to Bailey. Sent back to Wilson. Wilson fires it in.
Deflection misses just off to the right.
Schwab tries to put it back in. It's flipped out and neutralized. It's a 2-on-1 for the Yeti. Wilson alone. Wilson lays out. He lays out too soon, but a save by Engelbert. And a whistle.
Yeti player standing in the crease there where Engelbert should be occupying that space.
He might get called for interference there. Or maybe just the goal came off the post, it looks like. They had to blow it dead because they ran into, knocked it off its pegs. There'll be a face-off on Engelbert's glove side. Mitch Bailey out there with Elmore and Ivory as we reset. One into the corner, and Ivory, that's Ottenreith. Ottenreith is going to skate it behind Engelbert to Ivory. Ivory trying to chase it out, finds Elmore. Elmore has a 1-on-2 for a moment. Good stick work, works it in behind Bond. Sends it out to the point to find Ivory. Ivory slap shot high off Bond's chest.
Vipers dump it to the corner here. Vail looking to clear the zone.
Vail flips it up.
Get cleared. It goes in between the legs of Kreider and the Yeti with the puck behind the net, taken away by the Vipers. They move it up towards the point, look to clear the zone.
Flipped up to Mitch Bailey. He backhands one to Elmore's skate, but Elmore's slightly offside, so they have to take a neutral zone faceoff.
So, 7:58 remains. What has been a very, very intense back and forth. We're tied at 8. After a 5-5 tie from the first period, we saw 2 goals for each team in the second period and just 1 score each here in the third period.
Much different game than we saw last night. Pretty a dominating, convincing win by the Yeti. But a back and forth tonight, which has been electric. This home crowd is fired up as one goes through neutral ice and the Yeti work it back out of their own zone. Hines puts one off the board, looking for Manesi and Battenberg to chase, but the Yeti control and leave their zone. They send it in deep. Mines chasing behind Engelbert, backhands it around the boards, and it finds Battenberg. Battenberg skating forward alone. looking for a little help. He had 3 defenders.
Trying to take on the whole team of the Yeti and able to dump it in the corner, and Bailey's got it. Looks for the center. Off a skate. Good look for the Vipers. Battenberg tried to get that one-timer in just a little bit too close to the goal to have any chance to maneuver that shot around the keeper.
We're going to get a slashing on the Yeti as Manesi tries to backhand one to Battenberg. Battenberg had a point-blank look. There's going to be a slashing call. And that is number 13, who was guilty last night, Sands, of the 5-minute major for walloping Wilson on the ground. Well, Wilson had no chance to defend himself. He pokes Ottenreith for some fun in the back of the knee. A pest, that Sands. Elmore for the face-off. It goes into the corner, and they try and clear it. It's held in by the Vipers. That's Schwab. Bailey skating it underneath. Backhands it out to Ottenreith. Ottenreith can't hold. It trickles over his stick, and he's chasing with Schwab. Still trying to eject the man off of it. Schwab and that Yeti skater go down. There might be a high stick on Schwab.
He is holding his face. It looks like, I believe that was Landon Smith. And he is slow to get up, holding his mouth. Took one to the teeth, it looks like.
Yeah, they got tied up, and I think Schwab accidentally, his stick got yanked up into his face.
And Ottenreith's heading to the...
Oh, that's Ottenreith.
Heading to the bench for the Vipers. So instead of having the advantage here on the penalty play, we'll be playing 4s. And then the Yeti will have, they're giving him a 4-minute penalty for that. So.
Oh, wow.
We'll be playing
There's
4s
some
for the
blood
next
out,
minute.
so they're going to double the time in the box because he's bleeding. So high stick on Ottenreith. Didn't quite see it. I thought it might have been Schwab called for that. But there is 4-on-4 hockey for 1:35. Vipers control, and Manesi dumps it into neutral ice. Bailey trying to win a battle over here by the penalty box. Manesi cleans it up and gets it back to Schwab. Schwab skating it forward, finds Bailey. Bailey dumps it in. Manesi chasing.
Yeti take over behind their goal. Manesi trying to be a little bit of a pest there, but pass is dumped out. Vipers will take possession.
Yeti take it into offensive territory, and they're skating in, but Bailey takes the puck away, works it up to Manesi. Manesi hits the brakes and sends it back to Wilson. Wilson backhands it up to Gallo. Gallo works it in. Gallo looking for help. He sends it across ice, finds
Vipers with a good look here.
And Mitch Bailey
to Elmore. Elmore waiting. He was parked at that far post, hit the e-brake, and just set up shop right next to the goal. Pass comes through the crease. That's as easy as it could possibly get. Elmore just taps it in. 5 minutes, 41 seconds remaining. Vipers taking a 1-goal lead.
4-on-4 goal for the Vipers. Great special teams possession. 41 seconds left to 4-on-4. And potentially could be a fight incoming. And 3 minutes left on Ottenreith's major. Sent in by the Vipers, and the Yeti try to exit. They skated around Bond a moment and send it up in the neutral ice. Top line out for the Yeti as they work it in deep. Skate the perimeter and a deflected centering pass. Elmore sends it out. Yeti controlling again, but a hit by Elmore. Center ice. Stops the Yeti's progress, but they do work in, fire a shot high and wide. They hold it at the point and send it over. Shot off the boards.
Yeah, just misses left there. Vipers just happy with clearing it here and getting some fresh legs.
And it's a 5-on-4 for another 2 minutes and 5 seconds. Yeti on the power play. Vipers trying to survive. Ivory controls, sends it back to Schwab. Schwab over to Wilson. And a good start to the power play. It's cleared. Bailey on the forecheck trying to kill some more time. He puts a check on the man in the corner and wins the puck. But the Yeti lose a stick. but they do work it in.
So 4:15 remaining in the game. Yeti with the puck behind the Vipers' net. Cody Wilson playing defense as they dump it back to the point.
Yeti taking their time, skated in and fire a wrister into Engelbert's belly.
Yep. Engelbert giving up 8 goals does not tell the story of how well he has played tonight. This Yeti team has had so many quality opportunities and honestly goals that were basically gimmies that he somehow swooped and snatched, and he has made them work for those 8 goals they've put on the board tonight.
Vipers able to clear after the face-off. Yeti trying to skate it out of their own zone, send one up to the point, and it's touched in. Engelbert fields it, passes it off to Schwab. Schwab sends it around the boards. And it's not held in at the point, it's cleared again. 3 minutes and 39 seconds left in the game, 1 minute on the power play for the Yeti.
Yeti work across center ice here, looking to get the offense going.
Off the skate of Manesi, and they can't enter clean. Schwab being a pest over here on the boards. They do enter. Yeti move it around back underneath. Skate the perimeter a little bit. A cross-ice pass, and they do bury it. Good pass right over the top of the crease. The Vail Yeti square things up at 9. The power play pays off the Ottenreith Major for the blood on the high stick.
Yeah, Landon Smith there. A lot like the goal that we just saw where the Vipers took the lead. Just waiting at that far post. The pass makes its way across, and an easy one-timer put in the back of the net. Not a whole lot Engelbert could do there.
Pardon me, that was a double minor, not a major. 4 minutes for the double minor on Ottenreith. The Yeti able to square things up at 9, and we have 3 minutes left in this contest.
So we're back to full strength with both teams as the clock ticks under 3 minutes.
Kreider skating it out of Vipers territory, moves through neutral ice, a 3-on-2. He sends one to his partner, and he blows a tire. Looks like he was trying to find Elmore. Yeti are returning the favor, going the other way with numbers. No shot on goal, but they do keep it in down underneath behind Engelbert. Ottenreith cancels a player, and it's deflected off Battenberg. The pass, Battenberg collects, tries to move it out, flips it to Elmore. Elmore, shot on goal, gets deflected, goes wide right. Held in by Gallo.
Yetis clear the zone, coming across center ice. Tommy Mines looks to clear it. That is going to be at least deep enough to get a few new legs in for the Vipers. 2 minutes remaining in this game, squared away at 9s.
Yeti skated in, take a wide angle shot. It goes around the boards. It's held at the point on the left side. They send it back in underneath. Mines trying to get in the way of any passing lane. Sent over to the point, and they skate it into the dot, and it's saved by Engelbert in the chest.
Wrist shot right into the upper chest shoulder area, and Engelbert's able to swallow that up. So we have just over 100 seconds remaining in this game. Squared away at 9s. We got a full house here at the Steve in Breckenridge. You could not ask for a better end of the season. This is as intense as it gets. The Vail Yeti, our local rivals, after putting a whooping on us last night. Vipers coming out with a little extra juice tonight.
Face off one to the corner. Schwab tries to clear, it does. Yeti have to tag up, and Mitch Bailey collects, fires it up, and finds Elmore. Elmore's alone. Elmore skates it through and nearly backhands it through the legs of Bond. What a move to go through that defender.
Just put on a clinic there on that one-on-one. Unfortunately not able to bury the shot, but a great opportunity. Got the crowd on its feet here.
Yeah, that was some fantastic stick work there. Elmore hooks it forward, finds Ivory. Ivory's got nobody in front of him.
Breakaway. Shot is in! Upper corner, off the post. Beats the goalie on his glove side. 64 seconds in this game. Vipers take the lead 10-9.
That is Mike Ivory, who gets in alone and puts one over the shoulder of the glove side of Bond to take a 1-goal lead. It is 10-9 Vipers on their final home game of the year, final game of the year, period. And we have fireworks tonight. What a game. 1-goal lead in 64 seconds to get out of here. The way this has gone, though, I would not be surprised if this goes to overtime. Vipers trying to do everything they can to try and hold this down. Yeti send it up into neutral ice. Yeti skating into offensive territory. Kreider gets in the way of it. He gets it in the corner and sends it across the boards. Battenberg is able to clear. Battenberg sends it up to Manesi. Manesi skating in, fires a shot, and it goes high and over the net.
So 39 seconds remain. Vipers take the lead with 1 minute and 4 seconds remaining. A game that was tied at 9s. The Vipers take the lead. 38 seconds to bleed out here to get a win in their last game of the season. End of the year on a high note and give this packed house at the Steve what they're looking for.
And there's a timeout. It looks like the Vail Yeti are going to talk about the last 52 seconds of the game and how they're going to attack Engelbert in this defense. What a game so far. We're going to thank our sponsors one more time, Mountaintop Photography. We appreciate you. We're on KSMT, the Mountain Radio Station. Vail Summit Orthopedics, you do so much for this team. That's why your name is on the back of their jersey, on that sweater. And we'd also like to thank...
Yeah, the Ramada Inn by Wyndham in Frisco. It's your home away from home. When you've got family, friends, close ones coming to visit, put them up at the Ramada Inn in Frisco. They'll take care of them. And Age Well Skincare in Breck. Give them a shout. They'll give you a complimentary consultation meeting.
And I'm Tyler Bruce. This is Spencer Comfort with me. We have been thrilled to be here with you the last month of the season. We hope to join you next year.
38 seconds remaining in this. It has been a nail-biter from start to finish. Both teams not wanting... There's a lot of pride involved in this rivalry, and both teams are playing their hearts out.
There are no butts in seats right now. Everybody is standing. Everybody is on their feet at the Steve tonight. Everybody looking on, biting fingernails, trying to hold on to this. There's going to be a conversation over here with the PA booth and the referees. Not sure what the discussion is. Maybe it's on how much time is left in the game. There's a lot of conversation going out there and a little bit of a delay. 38.1 seconds left. Everybody on their feet. All the Vipers players leaning out on the bench, hoping that they can celebrate a minute from now. Still a discussion. Manesi comes over to get involved with Tommy Mines. I believe it's over the amount of time left in the game. I think they may or may not make a change, but I think the Vipers want a few ticks off the clock. It's taken quite a while to sort out. We'll see if the clock does change. 10-9, Breckenridge Vipers, finale of the season.
Battenberg set to take the face-off.
Controlled by the Yeti. The Yeti send it into neutral ice, but a good stick by
Great
Bailey.
Great job there by Garrett Bailey, knocking that puck out of the air, dumping it behind the Yeti goal. 25 seconds remain. Goalie coming off the ice for the Yeti. Wrist shot. Wrist shot into the gut of Engelbert. He swallows that up. 18 seconds remain. Empty net here for the Yeti as they have got to make something happen here to try to tie this up.
Yeti obviously going with an extra skater, and the Vipers have 18 seconds left to ice this victory. Face-off.
Face-off won by the Vipers, looking to clear. They can't. Yeti take over. Pass to the middle, deflected. Looking to get a shot off as we crawl under 10 seconds remaining. Yeti with possession. A great look. It is whiffed on. That is going to come all the way to the other end of the ice. The Vipers will win the final game of the season, 10-9, with an epic goal. 1 minute and 4 seconds remaining in a 9-9 tie. The Vipers score and are able to hold on for the last 64 seconds, giving this packed house at the Steve something to cheer for.
Yeah, and the winner by Mike Ivory, the new guy coming in clutch. We've seen him skate well this year. We've seen him have the skill. He just hadn't gotten a lot of points on the ledger, but he comes in when it matters most. 10-9 the final. Shout out to all of our sponsors. Shout out to all the fans who came here tonight to the Steve. What a way to end it. We are very happy for the Breckenridge Vipers to send it out this way.
Yeah, great way to wrap the season up. You know, a heck of a back and forth tonight. Vipers took an early lead, 1-0, and then it was either tied or generally them chasing by 1 goal most of the night. They're able to get it squared away at nines, put the go-ahead goal in the back of the net with just over a minute left, and then hang on for dear life there at the end. It's been a heck of a season. We look forward to next year. For Tyler Bruce, I'm Spencer Comfort. You're listening to the Vipers on KSMT The Mountain. Have a good summer, and we'll be back with you in the fall.